This video is not for everybody. It's only for those people who might have a job, might have a significant other, might have other things in their lives besides fishing. It's only for those people who can't spend 24/7, 365 out on the water, trying every single spot under every single condition, looking to find where the fish might happen to be at any given time. It's only for those people who want to maximize their time on the water and just don't agree with the premise that you gotta put in your time or you don't deserve to catch fish. So if that's you, that's what this channel's for. That's what this video is for. Stick around and I'm gonna go through, does time on the water really matter that much? I think you can get a hint of where I'm going with this. So this meme is really a good example for why I'm doing this video, questioning whether time on the water is all that important. And this is kind of how Facebook, as an example, in social media goes. You join a fishing group, you're a new member, and everyone says, it's fine, we're here, we're a community, we're going to help you out. And then the second that you ask a question, where'd you catch that fish, how'd you catch that fish, you get suplexed, and nobody wants to help. And it invariably comes down to people saying, you got to put in your time on the water. So with that, let's jump into an example of why I can show, for me at least, that time in the water really didn't matter. All right, so this one's a pretty good one. First time in this spot, it's down near Hereford Inlet in New Jersey, and you can see other boats there, but they're close but in a different spot. This took me about 10 minutes of scouting on Google Maps. It's literally the first pass down here. And it's not about time on the water for this. It was just a few minutes of time sitting watching some TV. And sorry, the volume's down on this clip, but in the video, my cell phone is actually going off here. But yeah, it was just a few minutes of time for me, and it's not about time on the water. And I pulled in this really nice flounder. You'll get to see it right here, a little bit closer. And putting it on the measuring, and it comes out at 25 inches. So it is 25 inches on the bump board, and didn't take any time. So proof point number one, time on the water doesn't really matter. First time at this spot, and it paid off. And here's a really good example as to why I'm doing this video. This guy, I feel really bad for him. This is posted a couple of years ago online. Well, I've been thinking, and I wasn't going to post this, but has anyone ever felt like this? Between running a business, 3 kids, and everything else going on in life with no time to fish, I feel like just getting out of the game of fishing. I feel like I want to throw in the white flag, sell everything, and move on. Fishing has not been the best over the last few years, and I'm kind of losing the mojo since I'm really not dedicated as much. Now, here's the key. It's really the next sentence. We all know if you're not putting time in, you're not getting fish. Bull. It's absolutely incorrect. Want another example of why that's not true and how I can prove it's not true? Here, coming up, another new spot that I went to. Took me about 10 minutes to scout it out in advance. You'll see what I pulled out. So here's another one. First time again in this spot, scouted it online. Looking at maps, not just satellite maps, but also Navionics. Found some nice structure on the bottom, and I decided to drift this point. This is actually very close to an extremely popular area near Avalon called Patty's Hole, but it's not Patty's Hole, and it's a little distance away. I'm the only one fishing here, but I scouted it out, decided I wasn't going up to Patty's Hole. I was going to go to another spot that looked like it was going to be really good. And this is an early season one. And I just bounced through there, bouncing bucktails, and pulled out this nice fish. And as you'll see, it comes in and measures at 22 inches. Again, didn't spend the time on the water looking for it. Didn't go where everyone else was. Nobody told me to go to this spot. I just looked for it. Went out there, fished it, and had some pretty good results. A 22 inch that early in the season, very early June, is not a bad deal. So this one's a little bit different. I actually had fished this spot one other time this season under different conditions, and I came back with a gentleman that I had just met, and we're looking to get on some flounder. So Brought him back to this spot under slightly different conditions, different tide, different wind, but it looked like it would be good to produce. And you can see right here, pulled in a nice fish, and actually, again, the volume was off, but he was hooked into another one. I think it was 22-inch flounder that he pulled in right up from me. He's got his right there. He's showing me, and I'm going to measure mine. Mine's going to come out at 24. So he actually pulled two 22s out of this small area. I pulled a 24. Again, 10-15 minutes. Actually, this one probably took about 15 minutes of scouting around online, looking at the maps, looking at the depths, looking at the conditions, and it definitely paid off pulling these keepers out. So again, time did not matter in this case. It was just do the research and get where you know that they're going to be. And here's just another one of those memes that you see every once in a while. And the comment above it is really what gets me. For those pot lickers out there, be about it, don't talk about it. Be about it. Just go out and do it. Put in your time and stop blowing up DMs and calls to lazy fish. Sheesh, grow some already, guy, and cast. Okay, some people can't be out there casting all the time. Again, they have jobs, and you know, asking what's a general area that I can go to, where are the fish, is an absolute legitimate thing to do. The problem is people are doing it in the wrong spot. You can't be doing this on these social media groups, because you're going to get a lot of comments and people just blowing you up for it. You have to create your own network of people that you trust and that trust you, and you're going to share legitimate information with, knowing that you're going to catch fish, but you can't catch them all. So what does it matter if your buddy comes down the next day and tries your spot under similar conditions and pulls out another few fish? He's not going to catch them all. You go back under the similar conditions when they arise later. It doesn't make sense. You don't have to put in tons of hours. If you know anybody that's willing to share, a couple of people, they'll help you get on the fish. And this is extremely important, not necessarily during a season where fish are taking up residence. For example, some of these clips that I've shown are flounder fishing. The fish are there throughout the year or throughout the season. You just have to figure out where they are. But in the fall, like right now, we're just getting to the start of the striped bass season. They're not always there. They're moving in and out immediately. So in that case, time on water means just wait. Just hope that a school comes through while you're standing there. So that doesn't make any sense. Find a group of people that are out there looking in different areas, and when it happens, you text, hey Dominic, I'm here at wherever, and I can see him coming down the beach, get down here, and he could say, well, I've got nothing down south, I'm coming up, so on and so forth. That's how you do it. That's what you need to do. It's not time on water. It's about networking. It's about knowing where to find these fish if they're not migrating at that specific time. And if it sounds like you're kind of coming around and you're thinking time on the water isn't as important as some of these people like to tell you, stick around and check out this channel and others like it. I'm going to show you everything I know. I'm not saying I know everything. I certainly don't, but if I know it and I can help you to find your own spots, so you don't have to put up with asking where are the fish biting and people saying don't be lazy, get off the couch. I'll help you to find that 10-15 minutes before you go fishing. You should be able to put yourself on the fish. So if you want to check out some of those videos popping up on the screen, you're going to see some of the playlists that I have, and I'll take you right into how to find spots as a starter, and then you can jump from there and to check out different species if you'd like. Thanks for watching, and get out there and catch them up.